Kaimaman mwen ni yon tan ki ka roule.
Bonjour, sac à fête. Welcome back to Kaimaman's kitchen. Today I'm going to make you a nice salmon and vegetable quiche. I know you love this one. Come and join me. Let's go. To start our pastry, you're going to need some flour, 500 grams of flour, a teaspoon of salt, 2 yellow of the egg yolk, 250 grams of margarine, 100 ml of water. I'm using this measuring cup. It's 250 milliliters, 1 cup. So 3 of these makes 500 grams. 1, 2, 3. We add our salt. We add our margarine. One yolk. And then a second yolk. Keep my hand the white. Okay, what I will do, I'll mix everything together. The egg, the butter, the salt, and the flour. Just mix it together. Okay. There you go. It looks like breadcrumbs. So what we'll do now, after mixing everything thoroughly, we'll add our water. 100 ml of water. And get this into a bowl. Okay, that's our bowl done, that's our dough done, I should say. Get it into a bowl. And what we will do, we will cover this with our plastic. And then we'll keep it in the fridge for about 10 to 15 minutes until we do our other ingredients for our quiche. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the fridge Leave it in there for about 10 to 15 minutes, and we'll come back to it when we're ready to put our filling inside it. Okay? So join me soon. To start our filling for our salmon and vegetable quiche, 1 onion that I diced up, 3 cloves of crushed garlic, some of my green seasoning, a sachet of sazon, some vegetables, cream, 3 eggs, and some spinach. Don't forget your other seasoning. Okay, we're gonna start by putting our oil to warm up. You don't want to put the fire too high. Once your oil, you feel the oil has warm up, you put in your diced onion. And we're going to sweat the onions for a little while. To that, I'll add my garlic. And then stir. Onion and garlic. What a lovely smell. I'll put a tablespoon of my green seasoning. Again, stir everything in. To that, I will add my mixed veg. My sazon seasoning, that is optional. I just like to put it in there because it gives you a lovely color and a lovely taste. You can get this over here if you order it on eBay, but I get mine from the Caribbean. Again, mix it all up. Now it's time for us to add our salmon. Salmon normally comes with a bone in the middle, which I do not like. So what I will do, I will just crumble my salmon into my mixture. Remove the skin, any excess that you don't want in there, you remove it. That bone I'm talking about in the middle, you remove that also. And you flake your salmon. Again, check for bone. And you flake your salmon. And mix it all up. That smells lovely. And you mix it all up now. Now it's time to add our spinach. Make sure you wash your spinach, even if it tells you it's already been washed. Please wash your spinach again. You'll find that a lot of things will be coming out of there, little sand, little stones, and things like that from where they came from the ground. Okay? So make sure you wash your spinach. I've got my 3 eggs, I'm going to break. Which I'm going to beat together. Okay, then you get your milk, your cream I should say, sorry, add your cream to it. Make sure you scrape every little bit. Don't forget to keep on stirring, just to check everything is fine. Yeah. It's gonna cook right down. Make sure by that time you've reduced your fire, because everything is cooked and spinach doesn't take long to cook at all. So this is nicely reduced, just the way you want it. There. We can switch off our fire now. Okay, let me carry on mixing my eggs and my cream so we can add to our filling for the quiche. Once you're happy with it, with the mixture, everything is incorporated together, you pour it onto your filling. Okay, let me use my spoon and then we'll take everything out. So that's your cream and your egg together in the mixture. Mix it all up together. Okay, we're going to taste for salt now. We need just a tiny little bit of seasoning. So what I will do, I'll add a little teaspoon of garlic, a little bit of paprika, a tiny bit of all-purpose seasoning, and some black pepper. Again, mix everything together. You don't need to have the fire on to do that, because everything is already cooked. You don't want to overcook anything. Mix it all up. Again, taste it for salt. And that is just perfect now. Perfect. So we're going to leave that to cool down a bit, and we're going to take out our pastry from our fridge, and then we'll take it from there. It's been 15 minutes now, and we've moved my pastry from the fridge, placed it on a floured surface, and we're going to be rolling it out to put it in our dish. Make sure you use a pastry dish, or anything that you have, square or rectangle, that can go in, that's oven proof. Okay, let me just move this out of the way. You make it wide enough so you can cover your whole dish. That should be fine. So what I will do now, just roll it back on my rolling pin, like so. And I put my dish right here, and then lift up my pastry and roll it back right here. Make sure you squeeze everything in. Squeeze the pastry in. And then take your rolling pin, just roll on top for the excess pastry to come off. Now keep that to one side because you got enough there to do a second quiche. Okay? So just roll into a bowl and just put it to one side. In the meantime, let's finish. You need to get yourself a fork and put holes at the bottom of your pastry. That allows it to cook better and let the air come through while it's cooking. So make sure you put holes in there. Yeah, once you've pricked it all down, you just make sure the sides are well sealed down. And we're ready to put our filling in our pastry dish now. This is our filling. What I will do, this is optional, but I like mine very cheesy. I'll put some cheese at the bottom of my pastry dish, inside my pastry. Just base it. Okay? And we take our filling and we scoop it. Make sure you don't overfill it because remember you've got eggs in there, so it will rise a little bit. Okay, so that should be enough. Okay. And we put our cheese on top. You can use grated cheddar cheese or any cheese of your preference. I prefer cheddar, nice and strong. Then a few sliced tomatoes for decoration. By that time you should have had your oven ready, getting warm at 175 Fahrenheit, gas mark 4 or 5 depending on what kind of cooker you have, and leave it there for about 15 to 20 minutes until it becomes brown. You just keep on checking on it. Okay, so we're gonna put our quiche in the oven now. Here we are, our vegetable and salmon quiche with a little side salad. Let's have a taste together. A bit of the quiche. Make sure you let your quiche cool down before you cut it, otherwise it will fall apart. There you look at that. Look at that pastry. Lovely. Oh yes. Tastes delicious. I love tomatoes. Yes. Here you are. From my kitchen to your kitchen. Kaimama. Hope you enjoy. Come and join us soon.
Kaimaman, qui ka roule.